XRP panic. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. XRP panic is the title of today's video. We have people panicking that they missed this absolute explosion for XRP, and they're panicking because the end of the financial world is coming now, and they didn't get XRP. But pump the brakes. We're going to deep dive into some XRP stuff today. We're going to take a look at the charts. Did you miss XRP? Are you now out of your luck? You're not going to be able to get on the train of XRP? No, that is not the case. Yes, it is true. We just had a 61% pump to the upside. We are seeing a correction a little bit today. Doesn't mean we're going to be returning to those lows yet of where the fair value gaps that need to be filled that we're going to be covering in today's video. We're also going to be jumping into the XRP news, and we're going to be looking at what's going on there. So XRP, please don't panic because there is time, and we're going to dive in that today. And also, we're going to fill out some more information on the XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Shiba Inu charts and take a look at all of that in today's video. And hey, if you're new here, my name is Ryan Huggins, and I'm a crypto and real estate investor here in Orange County, California. And my job is to help be your crypto shortcut. Because if you're like most people, you don't have the time to spend hours a day reading all these articles, watching hours of YouTube, and watching all the charts all day long. But that is what we do here on the channel, and we bring that information to you in a condensed manner. So if you're looking for a crypto shortcut, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And as a bonus in this video, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I'm going to throw an additional $100 to one of you lucky comments down in the comment section of this video. So here we are on the XRP daily charts. XRP Army in the house representing today. Very exciting. And it's really cool to see what's going on for the XRP Army because you guys have been getting dumped on for so long. People talking trash that, oh, this is a crap coin. It's not real. You're just believing in conspiracy theories, all of this stuff, right? Everyone thought that XRP was dead. Well, the last couple of days have been quite the opposite. And it's very exciting to see the redemption for the XRP Army sitting here today at 7.5% to the upside as we see right now. But also, more importantly, let's take a look here at the last couple of days. So we've got since the bottom here at September. I mean, really the bottom we're going to call, this is our most recent local bottom. Obviously, the real bottom for this time period was this candle here all the way back on June 18th. So by the way, any of you that got in on June 18th, comment down below. Let me know that, yes, you've been buying the whole way down. Did you catch the bottom? Let me know. I caught the bottom down in the description because that's really, really cool. That's really exciting for us to see our community winning. So we'll take a look here from the bottom of that to the top of this most recent candle. I know it is pulling back, but I just want to show you to the top of that candle. That is a 95% move since June 18th. So you have June, July, August, September, and it's actually more than 4 months because it's September 20th. We're almost in October. Nearly 5 months ago, someone decided to jump onto some XRP, and boom, they got a good surprise so far. Now, I do know that a lot of you guys are not day traders. You're more long-term holders. So that 100% move doesn't really matter to you. You just like the fact that it is starting to go up. And you want to see the most beautiful candle ever? Look at this weekly candle for XRP. I absolutely love this right here. And you know what's really interesting? Look at where the price came to. So you can see this candle right here. The bottom of the wick of that candle is exactly where price came to on our weekly candle. So right now, as we just talked about, it is having a little bit of a pullback. But of course, that is to be expected when you have an absolute moonshot like that. Now, I did want to show you guys something over here. Take a look at this. The last time something similar happened was all the way back here, November 16th of 2020. That was the start of this run. It did have a second week in a row of another pump, the November 23rd week, before having a little pullback here And then we've also seen that in the past here. Look at this candle. Now, this was a wicked candle right here. The April 5th, 2021 candle, 113% move in 1 week. That is freaking gnarly as can be. Very, very exciting. So XRP panic. Why are we panicking? Well, there is the possibility that you missed the run to the upside, right? That's why some of you guys are panicking. The other reason is because it went up and then all of a sudden it's already starting to come back down. But look at this. Even though it did have that little break in the upside movement, it's already starting to make its move to the upside. The other thing I want to show you, which is really, really cool, because the big candles did leave a significant fair value gap. Let's go look at that here. So for those of you that are new, you can use this tool. It's free on TradingView. It's called fair value gap. You just click on that. You type it into the search bar. If you don't have it, click the star and you favorite it. So we covered this pretty extensively yesterday about how on the 4 hour, and the 4 hour is the most commonplace fair value gaps or imbalances in market that do get cleared out. So we can see here to the positive side, right? So there was a fair value gap here that needed to be filled, that got filled yesterday. There was a fair value gap right here and right here. Both of those got filled. Well, look at what's exciting to the upside. Fair value, imbalance, all of this fair value gaps to the upside. And we're going to take a look at some potential targets here in just a couple minutes, but that's very, very exciting to see that. Now, there is something that you're going to notice. We do have 1 hour, 6 minutes left in this current candle that we're in right now. And that one does not have very high, the wick was on this candle to here, and it's already moving up there. So the next candle very likely could come at least to this level before moving up. So we'll watch that. I think that you guys should do a lot of research on this fair value gap on whatever coin you want to look. Even let's jump over to Shiba Inu to give you an example. We talked about this yesterday. This candle made, or not this candle, this one just happened actually. The previous 4 hour candle, we were looking at the daily charts yesterday. We talked about how this candle right here had this massive fair value gap. Look at this. Over the last couple of days, we've run up to fill those fair value gaps. In fact, we've reached exactly the 50% level. We look at Ethereum. You can see here, we do have a fair value gap that just got filled here a couple of days ago. There is a lower fair value gap that is ready to be taken. But also to the upside, there's some good news here. Like, what if we had a pump in Ethereum to get up here to that 1692, 1693 range? That would be very exciting. It would also fill these gaps. So what I tell people is when price moves really, really fast, it's very, very exciting. But when price moves fast, it also comes down fast. And so what we see here on this weekly candle, when this gets finished, it's going to have a massive fair value gap on this side. And as we look right now on the weekly chart, this giant fair value gap from this candle was officially filled yesterday. All of that big giant fair value gap filled, and now it's taking a little bit of a breather. So let's take a look at the 4 hour and see what could be happening. Well, the good news is XRP Army is getting back on the train, right? So a lot of people are piling in to XRP. So a lot of major players were accumulating down here. Lots of big banks, lots of big corporations, lots of big whales, people that just love to hold, right? They were all buying right here when a lot of us were just sitting and waiting. They were buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. And finally enough was purchased to where they decided to move the markets to the upside. Now you can see right here, there was some profit taking at this level, but price is trying to get back up to the most recent high here at 55 cents. It came in at 55.737 cents. That is where the most recent high is for XRP. So are you missing it? Did you miss the boat? Are you going to be able to get XRP before it's $1,000 a coin? Well, yeah, right? So, and by the way, is XRP going to be $1,000 a coin? Nobody really knows, but there is a possibility if everything aligned and all these conspiracy theories about the X tokens and the ISO 200 to two coins, right? So all the XLMs, XRP, all of that type of stuff. But so this is where we're at right now. But let's go ahead and take a look now on the daily charts, and let's find out. I want to take this fair value gap, and we're going to remove that and also turn the volume off. So we have this here. Let's go ahead and get our RSI and the TDI indicator up here on the screen as well, so we can take a look at what's going on with this. Now, there's some really exciting information you can see right here on the TDI. Number one is, as you can see, the bands were relatively close. The two white, there's an upper level and a lower level, but look at how they are starting to like trumpet out, right? So this is flaring out and this is flaring out. Lots of volatility coming into the market. We are extremely overbought. Doesn't mean that it's going to come back down, but it is very overbought. In fact, overbought territory is 70. We are currently sitting at 76.00203. Okay. Now, the other thing to realize is that we've also come so far out of the volatility band, there is a possibility of returning back into the volatility band. The yellow line is market baseline, or the average. You can see we've gotten really far away from the average, but look at the averages sloping up extremely hard. And speaking of averages, let's turn on our moving averages here. And as you can see right now, the 21 exponential moving average has crossed over the 50 moving average. Very, very good signal there. We also have green diamonds on top of our candles right now. You can see what happens when a red diamond happens, typically goes down. Green diamonds means there's potential more room to the upside. And if we look at this weekly one, we haven't had really anything except for red diamonds holding it down recently. And this candle has not closed. There's still 2 days and 1 hour left. And we could very likely return back up here on the weekly to the 50 moving average. The 50 moving average currently sitting at $65 or 65 cents. And we're going to see if that could make the move up there. So we've got bullish signals here on the weekly chart, though, because we talked about on the daily. Over here on the daily, we're already up here, up at the 70 or at the 67 level. Look at the weekly, though. The weekly is only at 47. We haven't even crossed the bullish crossover yet, which is the 50. And we do have the volatility bands expanding out. So let's say, for example, that we did have one day. So we're pumping. We have a little pullback for a day, maybe 2 days. And then boom, we have more room to go, because if this starts to reset again, it can move up. You can see what happens here. It moves up, comes back down, then moves up, then comes back down, right? So those are all exciting. We can also see right here on the daily, we had a bullish divergence indicator right here. Check this out. Since the bullish divergence indication happened from this section here to this section here, that was a 79% run to the upside. Very, very exciting. We don't have any sort of bearish divergence forming. We don't have any sort of divergences at all on the daily. So that all looks really, really good. But let's take a look at some supply and demand zones now. So let's go ahead and we're going to take time back to here. So this will make it easier for us. We are then going to go to Heikin-Ashi candles. So here, let's cut this back. That's right. Replay is not available in Heikin-Ashi. No big deal. Okay. So anyway, what we're looking at is the Heikin-Ashi supply and demand zones. So right now we do know price is sitting right here at this, which is 50 cents. It's currently sitting at 50 cents. The level that it tapped, the top of its current candle, 55 cents. Okay. Look what is right above it. This green candle is the supply and demand level before this drop. And this is on the daily. So we colored this in yellow and boom. Okay, so now we take a look at the supply and demand level. It's a 57-cent bottom and a 65-cent top. Now, this is obviously a very, very large time frame. So let's take a look and dive a little deeper, see if we can find a little more precise locations. So as we look here on the 4-hour charts, we do have some different locations setting up. Last green candle before the down move. We have this one right here. Okay, and let's turn this on to, oh, no, that's supposed to be red because it's a 4-hour. Okay, so you have that. And then you do have, we didn't reach this level yet, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of that for now. We're going to be looking at this green candle before the down move. Let's look at the next one. The next one is here. this one right there. That one is at 59 cents. We have not reached that level yet. And then this one here, that one's at 64 cents. So those are our stepping stools on the 4-hour charts. But let's look at this even deeper down on the 1-hour chart. All right, so here we are on that same section, but in a smaller time frame here. So now we're on the 1-hour charts. As we know, price has gotten to this level because it's 52 cents. It's been higher than that. But let's take a look at where our supply and demand candles are. So we have this 1-hour candle right here, which is the last green before a down move, red. So we'll highlight this candle and we'll turn it blue. And we'll paint it in blue. Okay, then we have another one right here. This is the 1-hour candle. So it's going to be blue. And then we go up to the next one, which is here. Boom. Okay. And then this one encompasses all of these, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we do see this one here. Let's just take that off and we'll do that one. Okay, so these are more precise locations that price could hit. So now that we've got our 2 hours zoomed in, let's go ahead and remove this 4-hour candle as well. And then let's go back to current times and take a look at where we're at. Okay, so as we can see right now, switch back to Japanese candlesticks. Okay, so on the hourly, price ran up into this supply and demand box. In fact, since these are overlapping, let's turn it white just so we get an idea of where that box is. So price ran up to the top of that box, and it also got into the next box, and that did act as a support and resistance level. In fact, let's see how precise this is by zooming just in on it. Okay, so price ran up into our supply and demand box here, the 53 to 54 cent box. It tipped exactly at the top of that. It came back down, and then that following candle did come down a little bit more. The next candle had an explosion to the upside. There isn't even a 1-hour supply and demand level in there, so I'm betting it's a 15-minute or smaller time frame. But then it came back down, and this whole time, this box, this white box right here, continued to act as a support and resistance. In fact, let's go ahead and get rid of the blue box because it's not necessary. We can see that the white box was the important 4-hour supply and demand, or the 1-hour supply and demand section there for us. Well, then it came back down. See, prices now run back into that after bumping off of our 50 moving average, found support, ran back up to here. It is in the box, and it is currently acting as a support on this current 1-hour time frame. If it can hold support here, we would likely see this move to the upside, claim it as a support here, just like we did this time, but it did end up breaking. If it claims it and starts to use it as a support, we can make our move to the next level, and then also the next level. And then those levels are 56 to 58 cents. And then we finally get up to that magic 60-cent level. So that is very, very exciting where price could be headed. Ultimately, there is that 4-hour supply and demand. And by the way, the larger time frame supply and demand levels are the more important ones. But I like to see, why did price just hit here and then stop, right? Why did price hit here and then stop? It's because it found support or resistance based on supply and demand on those levels. And in fact, speaking of the higher time frame, let's take a look at the weekly supports and resistance here. We go to weekly supply and demand candles, Heikin-Ashi. We look at the last green candle before the down move. This is what's really exciting here, guys. Look at this, 78 cents. 78 cents is our upwards target for supply and demand. And this is not financial advice, just financial entertainment. So do not buy or sell anything because we talk about it, but we're just covering a few things here. And we do have this box is our downside target. So if price did decide to start to come back down, 35 cents is that support level again. And when we take a look now at our Japanese candlesticks, and we take a look now at our 4-hour supply and demand zone, and then we turn back on the fair value gap, I want to show you guys what is potentially going to happen. As we can see right here at our weekly supply and demand zone here to the bottom side, that 35 cents, if price decided to come and clear out all of these fair value gaps, you'll see there is one little tiny micro fair value gap right here before that weekly supply and demand zone as well. So there's also this big supply and demand zone inside of the box. All of these things could still be cleared out to the downside. So XRP panic. Am I panicking? No. If it runs to the upside, am I happy? Sure. Why not? It's all good. Is it possible that we get a price come back down here so we do have another chance to buy XRP? Yeah, there is still that chance as well. All right, let's look at Ethereum quickly now. And we'll jump to the 4-hour supply and demand candles. We won't do as deep of a dive as we did on the last one. So we'll just go here, 4-hour upside, red candles or red boxes, 1400 to the upside. And we'll do this one here to the downside. Price could come down to 1282. So this needs to act as a support. And the only reason why I'm covering this is we've been having some really severely negative information coming out in the markets, prices crashing, all of the index funds, all of the stocks, everything doing really, really horrible over the last couple of days. But if this holds as a support, we're good, and we can continue our move to the upside 1400. If for some reason any of this gives way, well, we have to go back in history to find where price could be going to the downside. So let's go ahead and grab our horizontal line at the bottom of that wick. And we're looking for prices on that wick or below. So we have this box right here. And then if we drop below that box, we have this box right here. And then if we drop below that box, we have this way crazy big candle right there. All right, so now we go back to present day and we look at what's going on. So downside potentials for Ethereum, we do have right here this 1215, which acted as a support. If it breaks through there and it doesn't hold inside of this box of 1193, we could see a continued drop down to this level here of $1,103. So that's the downside outlook. To the upside, we have that 1445 level or the 1470. And if it were to like just moonshot, like what's been going on with XRP, it could even keep going up to that 1574. Jumping over to Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu on the 4-hour charts, we have an upside move potential to here, which is the quad 0 1185 box. We do also have a really, really local support, which is good. So this support is quad 0 1085. And if it continued dropping below there, it could go to quad 0 1054. Okay. And if it dropped below there, then we were looking at this one here, quad 0 1033. And if it continued dropping there, we know that we have this most recent bottom here of exactly quad 0 100, that psychological level which price likes to come to. If for some reason we lose that support, well, we do have a lot of other zones in that area, but ultimately getting us back into the 5-0 categories down here, 50819 on the 4 hours. Jumping over to Bitcoin USD. So right now, Bitcoin on this 4-hour is turning to a green candle. And that one does have a very local support here at the 18,571 would be the bottom of that. We do also have this level here, which is really our ultimate support level. If we break that, then we could see the continued drop into these levels here. Then we would see, we're going to have to switch to the daily here because of the way that these timeframes are working out. We would see the daily bottom, which is our most recent low. And that was that 17,567. If we have a continued drop below there, creating a new lower low, then we likely would then complete the weekly bullish divergence, which is what I'm really, really, really excited about and hoping for. That would mean RSI is moving to the upside. That would mean price moved from this low, created a new lower low. It doesn't even have to be an extreme, but then giving us the weekly bullish divergence. Now, if we take a look here on the daily charts and we go to Japanese candlesticks, you'll notice we did recently get a bullish divergence. It ran nice, but it didn't really last very long, okay? And then what you're also going to notice here in this more shorter time frame, it's not on the weekly, it's the daily, but price had a bottom here to a bottom there. That's a price decrease. And if we take our RSI from there to there, that is a price increase. That is another bullish divergence on the daily charts. And in fact, if we use our indicator here, divergence for many indicators, look at this: RSI, stochastic, CCI, momentum, on balance volume, money flow, all bullish divergences happening in this time period. Price did move up yesterday. It did crash down more significantly today, but look at the bulls did step back in here. So I'm keeping an eye, very close eye on Bitcoin. Now, personally, I would prefer the weekly bullish divergence to occur, but this daily is still strong. So now if we go back to XRP, daily bullish divergence, boom, right? So we have Bitcoin, daily bullish divergence, but not a boom yet. So keep an eye on that. Let's look at Ethereum, daily bullish divergence, not on the RSI, but histogram and money flow. Let's look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, bullish divergence on the histogram, stochastic, and the on balance volume. So there is some actual great signs in the markets on the daily charts for Ethereum, Bitcoin, Shiba Inu, and XRP. You can see the last time a divergence occurred, it was back here with the histogram and the money flow indicator, and that was all the way back August 15th. It did have the drop, but now, I mean, this is showing indications of strong potential momentum in the markets. So XRP panic, are we panicking because we got left behind? No. Are we panicking because the price is going to go to $1,000 tomorrow? No. We're going to keep watching the charts. We're going to keep watching the news. Let's go see what's going on in the news. All right, so here we are over at Crypto Panic. This is my favorite news site that I love to use. And this has always had really, really good news for me. So let's take a look at what's trending right now. Cardano creator Charles Hoskinson says hundreds of crypto projects gearing up for launch after blockchain upgrade. So that's, the signs in the charts are showing that. Shiba Inu, how SHIB Eternity can help change SHIB's fate. So that's going to be a big deal. NFTs will spawn the next Marvel or Disney, says Solana founder. XRP crypto price prediction 2022. How high can Ripple go? So there's speculation out there. I don't like the speculation. I just like to look at the charts and show you what's happening. XRP finally breaks 527-day downtrend with a 53% gain in 7 days as Ripple edges against SEC. And we are seeing some really, really good news for XRP that could potentially be winning the case. Russian government officials reach agreement to legalize crypto for cross-border settlements report. And Central Bank of Australia approves Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others for cross-border payments as well.